Being wise. Give me a drink. John 4:7. How amazing that God manifest in the flesh, the creator of all things, would need to ask a woman to go get him a drink. However, his need to speak to her was more important than his need for water at that moment. This is an example of the divine way to share the gospel. The Bible says that the natural man does not receive the things of the Spirit of God. They are foolishness to him. 1 Corinthians 2:14. Therefore, the way to communicate spiritual things with a stranger is to first speak to him or her in the natural realm. It may be as simple as a morning greeting or, "How are you doing?" A point of contact has been made. Then I usually give the person one of our 10 commandment coins and say, "It's a coin with the 10 commandments on it. Do you think there's an afterlife?" When people respond to that question, the door to a spiritual conversation opens. Conversation has just shifted from the natural to the spiritual in seconds because of the Master's example. Soul search. Do I practice what I preach? Do I care enough for the lost to make myself ready for a conversation as the Bible commands? Think of several conversation openers and questions to pose. Father, your word says that if I win souls, I'm wise. Give me the wisdom and the courage I need to engage people in conversation. Do you practice what you preach? Do you practice what you preach? You know, we could say all these things on Facebook like care for one another, respect for one another. Stop being selfish. Stop being greedy. But are you doing that? Are you doing that? Those examples start with us. Those examples start with us. You could tell someone to stop being selfish, but if you're being selfish, it doesn't make a difference. Because both of you are the same. Do you truly practice what you preach? You know, I could make a Facebook post and say, you have to be a good Catholic, you have to go to church, you have to do all these things. But I could leave that Facebook post and start stealing, start lying, start spreading rumors about people. I think for many of us, we say that saying, or we hear it, practice what you preach. And I think that's what we have to do moving forward. You have to practice what you preach. You have to show your actions to the world. You have to show your beliefs to the world. Now, you can say all these things, but are you living by it? And that's the difference. That is the difference. Are you living by it? And that's what it means to be a follower of Christ. It means, are you living by it? Are you practicing what you preach? Or do you just say it just to say it? And I want to go back to this book, to January 3rd. A shocking thought. And I'm going to read the Soul Search. In what areas am I weak and open to temptation? And what am I doing to be ready to resist the devil? Many of us face sins. You know, we face that temptation. But how many of us are actually fighting? How are we fighting that temptation? You know, it could be lust, it could be greed, it could be stealing, lying. What are we doing to live by those actions that we believe, that we preach? Because until we could practice what we preach, it means nothing. If you truly believe in what you say, your actions will prove it. And if your actions prove it, you will truly be a follower of Christ. May God bless you all.